one family, one business at a time. Shaw & Associates is a wealth management investment firm that specializes in taxes, serving as a fiduciary, putting your interests first. You can find more information or schedule an appointment by calling 530-674-1150 or on the web at shawassociatesinc.com. Shaw & Associates is proud to support community radio.
And here we are as our morning interview, roughly 8 o'clock. It's close to 8 o'clock. And, a lot of times you have different people that come in here, and I'm very grateful for it. And then sometimes you get people that their job, I don't want their job, but I'm glad they do it. So it's child support services. For Sutter, Colusa, and Yolo counties, all three represented here. But yeah, I look at some jobs and I go, I don't want to do that. I love kids, but I hate it when you have a kid's in a bad situation. You got to deal with that stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. So anyway, having said that, good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
All right, you've been in it the longest. You get to introduce everybody, including yourself.
My name's Magali Butkovic. I've been with Colusa Sutter Yolo 5 years now, and I'm a child support specialist. To my left, this is Fee Bardwell. She's our CSA. And this is Marin Vogan. She's the newest to our team. She's program manager.
Yes.
Wow. All those sound like, it's like, yeah, you get to work with the kids. They get to make sure you work.
Yes.
I see how this goes. So where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Monterey County, born and raised. And then I moved up to Davis about going on almost 9 years now.
Wow. This is a great place, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
I love it up here. All right, where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in El Dorado County, up in Pollock Pines.
Yeah.
And then I haven't traveled too far from there. I live in Sacramento County, but I got to move around for college a little bit. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you get to be last. Born and raised in Oklahoma.
Not that far. Southern California, though, for sure.
You're all California girls.
We're all California girls.
Yes.
I should have played that song.
That would be. Yes, born Anaheim.
Okay.
Yep, right in Anaheim. Spent lots of time at Disneyland growing up, and we relocated up here as in high school. My family, and we've been up here. I did go back down to Southern California for quite some time, and then now made my way back up as I'm older and have kids.
Oh, yeah.
And
I
it's just
hear
a great
that
place.
all the time. This is a great place to raise kids.
Yeah.
I hear that probably more than anything, and I agree. So, tell me what you do. What does your job entail?
Well, we service families, we mediate for them. So regardless of what's going on in their lives, we take that away from them, trying to ensure they get a fair order for both parents involved.
Uh-huh.
So they have time to parent their children, come together and do that nitty gritty.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, which does support the child.
Yes, yes.
It takes the weight off.
Yes, it does.
It really does.
And then what is your title again?
So, CSA, which is Child Support Assistant.
Sounds so fancy. I'm a CFA.
It sounds so fancy.
It sounds like you're in accounting. I'm a CFA. Wow.
I do a lot of legal paperwork, and I'm very background, situation. But I do get to be involved, and I get to do court outreach and kind of be with the public on our court outreach days, and so that kind of, leaves me available to do those things and to do other fun things. But yeah, definitely more of the background, background work, more
you
paperwork.
have to be on the computer and sit in a cubicle?
I don't have to be in a cubicle. I don't have a cubicle. I know. I'm not enclosed, but I do have a desk and I do have a computer.
It kind of lit up like I get to go be around people.
I know, right? You get when you get behind that computer though, it's like it's work. You kind of get stuck.
Yeah.
You get sucked in, and that's just and I think that's just kind of normal in in computer work and busy work in
It
general.
is. It
So
is.
yes, it is exciting to go out and do things.
I could never have a job where I had to sit inside all the time. I want to know the sun's shining out there. I just don't like it when it's in the triple digits, but I do like the sun. All right, what do you do?
Well, I think that's an excellent transition to what my job entails, which is sitting inside all the time.
I'm sorry, we didn't mean to do that to you.
We, in our agency, we really try to have open door policy, so our staff can feel welcome to ask questions and things like that. I'm on the executive team as a program manager, so I tend to have to close my door for meetings quite often, and I make sure that the facilities are moving, our bills are getting paid, our budget is getting submitted to both the county and the state, so we have to submit everything up to the state as well. A common misconception, I think, of child support is that we, really work with the children directly, like child protective services, and it is different. We don't have to see the worst of the worst that I think that child protective services handles, but we do really try to work with the parents and build that relationship with the parents so that they can jointly support their children, even if they don't necessarily get along themselves with each other.
So let's talk about that for a minute. So, how do people end up contacting you, or does somebody do that for them? So you have a couple that's struggling, and they got 4 little kids, right? And then so you guys get involved to help support the parents so they can take care of those kids. But how is that initial contact made, or is there more than one way?
There's actually more than one way. Families that go to court, they can be referred there. I do DV services. I work with Empower Yolo, and we have some referrals from Casa Esperanza here in Sutter County. Or people can go online, come into our office, any of our offices. Word of mouth.
Yeah, I think what's really unique about child support is there are some instances in which we're required to provide those services, but there are plenty of instances in which people can choose to use our services. And so when there's a dissolution or separation in court and there's child support that's ordered by the court, if that's all done, in court by the 2 parents, it doesn't necessarily mean that child support services is going to enforce that child support order. And so child support services at the federal level requires that those individuals that leave the court with the child support order, that they actually enroll for services. And so we have quick applications online. As Fee said, you can find us at court outreach and things like that at family court, so that people can sign up that way, and our website, of course. And I think the best option for me, at least, I think, is walking in, because you get to have that interaction face to face with one of our child support specialists and really learn whether or not our services are going to be right for you.
So you have Sutter, Colusa, and Yolo. So this is probably obvious, but I'm Italian. I have to, it's like. So I'm assuming there is a location in each county where people can go, right?
Correct.
So, for example, we've got Sutter County right here. Where is the office in Sutter County? Where do they go if they wanted to go?
It's on Live Oak Boulevard. We're right next to the behavioral health.
Oh, okay. I know where that's at. Yeah.
Just just right when you turn onto Live Oak, we're in that little area there. Smaller office, very personable, and I'm very partial to that office since that's my office. But I feel like we have the best customer service.
The other offices aren't as nice, apparently.
They're all very nice. I only get to visit 2 of the offices normally and get to help customers in those 2 offices. I don't get to help so much in Yolo, but
No, I've gone to all 3. The one in Yolo is in Woodland. It's on Court Street, on West Court Street. The one in Colusa is on 9th Street. And that one's a small office too, but I've had the privilege of working at all 3.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I know when you guys came in, I kind of jokingly said YOLO. Nobody talks about YOLO, right? But, you know, you have to think about, I love everything we do that is by county. Things that include more than one county, right? And I think things like that draw us closer together instead of separating us like, you know, we're this county, right? Like the other people don't exist. And it's like, okay, across the street's another county. And so it's like you got to make that connection. So tell me a little bit about you know, parenting. I don't care what anybody says. Parenting is difficult. Right? And the pressures on a family can be just tremendous that come in and cause friction and that. And sometimes they don't have a place to go. So my next question is, what about referrals? What about, because you guys know other county offices that can help. So if somebody came in, but it really isn't your fish to fry, right? It's not alone. Do you guys have connections where you can say, hey, listen, it sounds like you need this?
Yes, actually we do. We have a lot of partnerships. One of them in Yolo County is Empower Yolo, and they're able to help anyone in any county. Or if they can't, they'll refer them to someone, a partnership. Here we have Casa de Esperanza. So we have different places that we can refer them to.
So they can get help. And the goal is to help the parents so the parents can help their kids.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
See, I could work there. I don't want to work there, but I can, unless I get her office. If I get I'm in.
Wide open. I don't know if you want to be in the wide open all the time. Sometimes it's hard to focus.
Yeah, I've got a little ADD. That'd be difficult for me. It's like, what are they doing over there?
I'm like, I want to be in that conversation. It's like being in like the bullpen. It's like in the middle of everyone. You know. It's fun though.
All right. So tell me something about experientially. There's got to be times on anybody's job where this is really gratifying because, and so you don't have to give me names or anything like a particular family, but tell me where this is just gratifying because you see results.
So I think for me it's a little bit different because I've never actually held a caseload.
Yeah.
I've never done that customer service side of things. I came to Yolo County from the State Department of Child Support Services, and so I worked at statewide level.
I'm so glad you got out of that.
I am too. I can echo that absolutely.
You fit more local.
Yes. Yes, I think it's so important to see that local perspective and to actually see the impacts. And I think working with the team and hearing what they're going through for me, I think is really incredible. But I also think because I started at the state, my experience was so detached. But even with it being detached, there are certain policies and things like that I was able to work on that data-wise, I was able to see that impact. And just by looking at the data statewide and to see, how much debt has been addressed because of the debt management program and things like that, that really brought me gratitude. But I definitely appreciate being at the local level where the services are actually provided.
I love that. You're not the first one that I've talked to that is from different areas and have said, I worked for the state and I felt detached.
Yes.
I wasn't close enough to see what was going on. And I appreciate what you said. I could see the data, so I knew it was working, but I want to be around people.
Yeah, I want to feel, I want to hear the stories.
You should sit at her desk. She loves it. She's around all kinds of people.
Exactly. I think for me, like I said, I don't have a caseload per se, but for me, Marin mentioned the debt reduction program. I think for our counties, I see how helpful that really can be for paying parties. Sometimes these debts are pretty hefty, and it is very stressful and for that individual, and I have seen a difference in in those individuals that have been helped and been able to take advantage of that program. It just it feels better, and being involved in something that you can see the result on an individual basis, even if you're not directly involved with them, I think that's pretty amazing.
I did marriage counseling for like 30 years. I've been married 54 years, so after a while you learn something. you may not know everything, which is never going to happen, but finances, huge stress on a marriage. Yeah, huge stress on the marriage, and then when that gets stressful, boy, the kids can feel the tension. It just goes right through the family. So, yeah, that's really good. I'm glad you guys got a program to help people with that.
Absolutely.
All right,
Well,
your most gratifying is working with these two.
Yes.
Absolutely.
See how I shoved that in there?
Well, one story that comes to mind and kind of entails what we do. We do locate services. We do genetic testing. So I can think back. This one incident was, I think, like about 4 years ago. So I was fairly new. We had someone come in and say, you know, they wanted help locating a parent. She wasn't sure if he was the dad or not, but she gave me his name. And I go into, I'm going to date myself here, I go into Columbo mode. so I
just got one more question.
So she didn't have much to go on, and I did a lot of investigating, found him. He had no idea there was a child. It was, they had a brief relationship. By this time, the child was 5 years old. So we did genetic testing, and that is free of charge, is one of the services we provide. Come to find out, he is dead. And I kind of am curious from time to time, and I'll check on cases. The last time I had spoken to him, they built a relationship. He started, it was crazy going from not knowing you have a child to having a child, and now they're built a relationship. And it's been awesome. And, you know, the child got to know who his dad is, they're building a relationship, and there's monetary also involved. It's been wonderful. That's one of the stories that always stick with me.
You know, you never know what avenue, you know, what is going to happen that concludes with a story like that. You never know. Somebody walks in and says, hey, I have a dad. All right, we know that. Let me put my Columbo hat on. All right, and it's like, so yeah, I mean, it's great. And a lot of times, you know, just to be honest, we hear about a state or a local agency, and we just think, okay, that's where my tax money goes. But it's real people working with real people to make our communities better. And I think sometimes we forget that. So thank you for that story. The things that you do, and sometimes like if you just work in an office and, you know, the computer's in front of you and you think, yeah, I think I helped. But it's very different when you actually get to find out, man, I'm in a community. And I love this whole area, right? And it is very different. Northern California is very different, and you guys have lived in Southern California. It's a whole different mentality. Yes. And I do feel like when you have an opportunity to be in anything that's connected to the government, but actually make contact with people, actually get to see, I'm not just, you know, have a quote unquote government or state job, right? But what I do is making a difference. Man, it's worth going to work. You don't have to stop at Starbucks and get amped up.
No. Sometimes we do.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Sometimes
it is the end of the week.
It's Friday. Today's Friday, girls.
We struggle a little to, you know, get going.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. So I know you got some notes. Is there anything else you guys want to cover?
Well, I think, I mean, going on the impact and helping families that we help, we did pull a little bit of data so that people could have a better understanding. And so from, I guess, late 2020 or up until 2025, late 2025, we are serving 8,500 children across the 3 counties, with total amount of money that's passing. Our total collections that we're bringing in is $21,829,000, and so that money gets then coming through us, we liaise it straight over to the family, and so it creates a...
You're buying lunch.
Yeah. It's very expensive lunches, but yeah, that money goes straight over to the other family. It cool. creates households where children don't feel like, oh, I go to one parent's household and I don't have anything, and the refrigerator is commonly empty, and I go to the other parent's household and they have all of the gadgets, all the gizmos, and instead with child support, what we really try to do is make sure that the children themselves don't feel that massive difference between the monetary ability of each household.
Absolutely.
Man, that's good.
Yeah. We wanted to clarify also misinformation. We don't keep 1 cent. All the money
Darn it,
collected.
I was going to ask for a loan. Bring that up, don't you?
No, all the money collected goes straight to the family.
Yeah.
There is a one-time fee, a yearly fee of $35, but that's collected in October. I want to say it's October,
I believe
correct?
so, yes.
And if family was ever on public assistance, there is no fee.
Oh, okay.
There is sometimes instances where a little bit of money goes, if the family's on public assistance, some money goes to recoup public assistance, which is actually in our state laws and federal laws, in fact, that govern child support is a recoupment amount. And so some of that money that's ordered for children where households are on public assistance, they might not see that full amount provided, but it's actually going back into the system that they're getting that support out of. And so that's what helps keep the cash assistance programs going, is by being able to recoup some money in that sense.
So you guys have a recourse if somebody just says, I'm not doing it, and which I think is horrible, but that's my personal opinion. That's nothing to, and so you guys have to walk through a process, because ultimately it's not about somebody's agreement or refusal. It's always back about the need of the child. Exactly. And so you guys do have recourses to make sure that child's taken care of.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. The state law, it's one of the best things that I like about the state law when it comes to child support is it says every parent has an obligation to support their child.
Yep.
And it is
my
so.
kid's 50 years old
Yes.
and still thinks that. No,
Yes.
I'm just kidding. No, he doesn't. No. I'm sorry.
I mean, I feel
He's going to call me any minute and go, really, Dad?
we all need it sometimes, though, from our parents, and especially when children are minors and going through school and trying to get a foundation for being successful in life. It's so important that every parent support their children, and that means that we do have to enforce those orders and try to get those parents, especially the ones that just want to refuse and don't want to do it. We have to figure out ways to go about enforcing it. And so
I ask that because I know there's a real difference between I don't want to and I can't. Because I can't, you can help.
Yes.
Right? But I don't want to, well, now we're going to have to go the other route.
Yes.
And that's the only reason I asked that is because there's a lot of parents say, man, I'll do it. I am obligated. I get it. But I don't have any money, or I don't know how to do this. And you guys can help them as well. And so I just love that there's more there. Because we always hear the worst case scenario. Thank you for the good case scenario, Columbo. And so that's her new nickname now, right?
I love it.
Yes.
You're not dating yourself. Not at all, right? Gosh, that's really good. And so when you guys think about it, because you're doing everything from the admin side, working to ultimately help the child. So I guess the part that would be a little disappointing, which would be like when you're working with the state, you only saw the statistics. Sometimes you don't actually get to see the family that you made a change for, and they may never meet you, but you know you made the change, right? My job is important. What I do has got purpose. So that was my pep talk for this morning.
I think every child support worker across the whole state would say a pep talk is sometimes necessary.
It is.
Definitely.
And this job is not always easy. And as you've indicated, there's going to be parents that are very upset about child support services, about us contacting them. And at the end of the day, it is another human being on the phone. We're just, again, our mission is simple. And that's to support the children and to ensure that they're supported by their parents. And so pep talks are always helpful for our staff, and I think it shows there has to be a show of appreciation. And I know our executive team and our leadership really try to do that for our staff as well, because it's not easy. And and separations and things like that aren't easy for parents to handle.
huge.
And at the end of the day, most parents do just want the best for their children.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and you kind of find that out if they can't get along. It doesn't mean they still don't want the best for the kids.
No.
Right? So we can't make this work, but we have to make it work for them.
Yes.
You know? And then you guys get to be part of that going, okay, we understand. We'll work this out. We'll, go through it, right? All right. Did I forget anything? Except for, I do know we have to say, before we get out of here, how do people get a hold of you? How do they get more information? So.
Yes. Also, I know, did we touch on?
Go ahead.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. So I think we did touch on how to get a hold of us a little bit here. So obviously, our best advice is to walk in, come into one of our offices, talk to us in person. We will.
If they can get your attention.
Yeah, of course. No, they always can get my attention.
Oh, yeah,
I am
that's
always
the
there
other
to help
side.
them. Yes. No, we are always there to help. We have our receptionist at all locations, and we are more than happy to help because we are 3 different counties, dependent on your caseworker. Sometimes you might meet with them virtually, and we do have virtual booths set up.
That's cool.
Which is kind of fun. We have those set up in all locations in case that caseworker isn't physically in that office, which is great.
We have a phone number.
Yes,
You
our
can
phone number.
contact us through 866-901-3212. We also have a website. It's going to be really hard to say over the radio, but Colusa, Sutter, Yolo, childsupport.gov.
Well, that's actually not bad.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible until you start typing it out and you realize it's a lot
I
longer.
tell people, like, you get phone numbers. All right, I'm driving in my car, and you give me a phone number. Right?
Yes.
So it's like, tell me what that web page is again.
See, you already forgot. Colusa, Sutter, Yolo, childsupport.gov.
So you could just do CSY child support.
Yes, we could have, but not. It makes it more detached for members of the public because they're not seeing their county name in the website. And one other important thing is you don't have to live in Colusa, Sutter, and or Yolo. Hopefully not all 3, but you don't have to live in any of our counties to get our services.
I got an apartment in 3 places, right? Okay, we got to work through this, right?
But August is Child Support Awareness Month. And so we this is our the 51st year of child support services in the United States. We're a nationwide program, but we're also an international program recognized by the Hague Convention. But we do have an event on August 22nd. Magali, do you want to share a little bit about our event?
Right.
Oh, well.
But
actually,
Fee can share a little bit about our event.
Because
we have something.
Yes.
Oh,
Because
so
we have a
that's
gift
why
for
the
you.
shirts.
Yes. Yes.
And we have a little something for
And we
you.
have a little. We have something for you. We made you a shirt. So, like Marin said, Child Support Month is August. This year, we partnered with the River Cats, which is so awesome. And we will be attending a game on August 22nd, and that's kind of like their family Harry
family
Potter
night out.
Yeah, family night out, Harry Potter night. We're taking over because we're awesome.
So which one of you is singing the national anthem?
Oh, none of us. I don't know who's singing the national anthem that day. We are one of our kiddos is doing the play ball from our office. We nominated a child from one of our workers, and they will be doing
That's so
that.
cool.
We're going to have a booth set up. We'll have our table set up to answer any questions. It's a very it's a comfortable space for people to come in and chat with us. We're going to have fun swag, and it's going to be really fun. We're super excited. I'm super excited.
Well, I am like a major baseball lover, and we announce the games here for the Freebirds, and I just love baseball. And getting the chance to get out. And when you talk about kids, put a bunch of little kids in a ball field, hit a foul ball. And then it's like ants. Woo, they all run over there and get that ball, right? Yeah,
Yes.
that's really awesome stuff that you guys did that.
Yes,
That's
it's gonna be
great.
really, really
So
fun.
that's again August 22nd.
August 22nd.
Which is a
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
Saturday.
Yeah.
It's a
6:37 game. Gates
So-
open at 5:37.
Very odd number.
We're really excited. Sacramento River Cats are based out of Yolo County, and so we're really excited to see that they're investing in us as well, and they understand and recognize the importance that our program brings to the county. And so we'll all be there. It'll be really fun. It'll
Do you
be
know
a
who
great
they're
night.
playing?
The
Tacoma. So,
Rainers.
All right.
Look
Who
at
doesn't
this
love
fact checking
baseball?
us.
I know. I'm like, holy moly.
Well, when you girls came in, I saw the baseball bat on the shirt in the field, and I went, wonder what that is. It's like, child support services with a ball field. I mean,
It is important though. Child support services can be everywhere, and our services help give access to the children to have access to sports and things like that, and that's what all of this money, the money exchanging between parents, is for, is to give the children the life that gets them experiences like going to the River Cats game and playing baseball.
Well, I appreciate you ladies coming in and clarifying, because I am sure that at times you get bad press, right? And it's like, I always feel like what we do here at 93Q and promoting things that go on in the community is trying to get rid of some misunderstandings, trying to get rid of some images that are not true. And that's why I always like real people come in who have real jobs, right? Who this matters to them. And I want people to see that. This isn't just, I go to work. I mean, I'm sure there are days when you're like, I'm going to work. Because we all have those, right? Yes. But then to see the results, thank you for relating that, especially because I feel like that if I work at the state level, I'm too far from what's going on, and to be able to recognize that, to be appreciative, because I know I made a difference, but you gals are right here. 3 counties right here, and there's other people that you're connected with, and thank you for talking about we're able to not just help you with what we do in our office, but we can refer you to other offices because you have specific needs. And I think for families, the best we can do is what we can do as individuals, and so you guys get that opportunity. That was a great story, by the way, Columbo. So you never know what's going to walk through that door, do you?
No.
You know, you're just there to help. Yeah, all right, love it. All right, one last time, because I know they're going to get it. The web page.
It's Colusa, Sutter, Yolo, childsupport.gov.
Okay.
We're also on Facebook.
We are also on Facebook.
yes.
There you go.
And Instagram.
Yes,
And Instagram.
Instagram, Facebook. You can find us there at Colusa, Sutter, Yolo. I believe that's Regional
That one,
Child Support Agency on Facebook and Instagram, because we are regional. We're all 3 counties. And so that's, but we do have a really great Facebook presence. We're working really hard to make our presence known, but also, again, there's lots of tips for good parenting advice that's coming across on our Facebook posts. It's not just about like where you can find us or what our services are. Lots of good parenting tips for summertime.
Yes.
Our Summer Sentinel is doing well on Facebook, giving
We
parents
post
advice.
events as well. Events we might be
Well, I say give her a camera and just send her out there.
Right. Don't give anyone that idea.
It's gonna be great. Instagram, TikTok, it'll be everywhere, right?
Oh my goodness.
So just have a camera. It's like, I'm free. All right, thanks so much, ladies, for coming on.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for having us.
This community interview is made possible by Shaw and Associates.
I'm Dave Shaw, President and CEO of Shaw & Associates. For over 7